Welcome to the 1 Minute Apologist. 1 Minute Apologist. Apologetics seeks to give credible answers to curious questions, to give a defense. Why don't Christians witness? It's been said before that 95% of all Christians have never led a person to Jesus Christ. In fact, statistically speaking, most people don't share their faith with anybody in any given year. And this is troubling. We have to figure out what's going on. Why is it that we're not sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ with others? There could be a number of reasons. Some people may not really believe it. Therefore, they may not really be Christians. Others could be struggling with doubt. Some could have a misplaced view of God, thinking that in the end, God will just let everybody into heaven and there's really no such thing as heaven or hell. Some don't share their faith because of sin. Others don't do it because of fear of rejection. Some don't feel equipped. Others don't share the gospel because there's so many techniques out there, they don't know where to begin. And I think sometimes we just overcomplicate this thing called sharing the gospel, which is simply going about and sharing your story of how the gospel transformed your life with others. However, I think that there's another component. I think one of the reasons that people don't share the gospel is because they're not delighting in God. In fact, C.S. Lewis talked about this whole idea that we talk about what we delight in. And so could it be that one of the reasons that we're not witnessing is because we're not delighting in God? I can remember I went to this donut shop that opened up in my town where I live a few years back called Donut King. And I had this maple raised donut. It was unbelievable. I couldn't stop talking about this donut. I mean, I became a donut evangelist. I wanted my wife and kids to eat these donuts. I began meditating about the donut. I began thinking about the donut. Well, our worship pastor at the time, Josh Wood, loves donuts. He's a donut connoisseur, and his favorite food is a donut. I couldn't wait to take him in Donut King. And you should have saw his eyes as he bit into this maple raised donut. His eyes just kind of rolled back into his head. He was just biting into what would taste like just warm, flavored, pure goodness. It was quite the experience. And we couldn't shut up talking about Donut King. And, I said to him, I said, what is the deal here, Josh? I brought you to Donut King. I've got my parents eating Donut King. My wife's eating Donut King. I can't stop thinking about Donut King. Well, we have King Jesus. And why is it that we're not talking about Him more? Could it be because we're not delighting in Him? I think that is one of the key triggers. We talk about what we enjoy. We talk about what we love. When we see a good movie, we want to tell others about it. When we hear a good song, we want others to know about it. When we see something unbelievable like an athlete in action, we want to talk about it. Well, Jesus Christ has died on the cross, rose from the grave, and we can know Him personally. Can we find a way to share what the apostles did when they once said in Acts 4:20, "For we cannot help talking about the things that we have seen and heard"?